Hey guys, Martin here. Okay, so I want to do a quick recap here on the stock market and the potential connection to cryptos. And the reason for this is that Dow Jones only has a market cap of $7.5 trillion. Yes, you heard correct. And Bitcoin is only worth 112 billion right now. And S&P 500 is much bigger than Dow Jones. So this is where the big money is right now. However, I do think that a lot of this capital will eventually come into cryptos. But it's still important here to follow stocks. So we'll do a quick analysis here of Dow Jones and Bitcoin and then look at some altcoin opportunities. So what we're looking at here is the chart from October of last year. And we can see here that I have marked all the ups and downs for both Dow Jones, which is down here, this line chart down here, and here's Bitcoin chart, this line, this purple colored line here. So what I found here when I went back about a year here is I found 14 ups and downs. And when I looked into the if they were correct matches, I found 11 correct matches out of these 14 and only 3 wrongs. So 11 out of 14, that's 78.5%. And I'm not saying that this is a direct correlation, but it's definitely very interesting. I haven't done this before, but if we look at this major run-up we had for Bitcoin when we reached 20,000, stocks went up, during the same time here. And when Bitcoin had one of the biggest drops, like this one from that was probably from 10,000 down to 6,000 or so. Stocks fell dramatically as well, and that was in February of 2018. But then we got a nice rebound here for Bitcoin, and the same thing happened here for Dow Jones. So basically, if we look at the last 6 ups and downs here, they are all matches for Bitcoin and Dow Jones. So I do think that the stock market is, or potentially is, showing directional changes for Bitcoin and altcoins. So it's important to look for these peaks and troughs. So the current pullback here for Dow Jones may not be over. So if we look at the daily chart here for Dow Jones, we can see here that yesterday formed a pretty decent hammer, but today we're still going to the downside here. So this could continue. So I want you to be cautious here for Bitcoin in the near term. On the other hand, if Dow Jones were to have a directional change here and go back up, that could be bullish for Bitcoin as well. But finally here, the last thing I want to mention about the stock market is that Wall Street is influencing cryptos for good and bad. And I do believe that when we'll get the next financial crisis, cryptos will likely go to the upside once stocks are falling pretty bad. So that's what I think. That's my own opinion. But we'll see what happens. So let's head over here to some interesting opportunities for cryptos. And this is the latest report from Watson. And I looked at this Wanchain here, WAN. So it's one of the top 10. And if we look at the daily chart here for one, or not one coin, Wanchain, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but here it is from Binance. So this is the daily chart, and it's up a solid 5% right now, very close to the daily high. And we have actually touched the 50-day EMA here. this blue line here. But what's even more important is that we got a breakout here from this resistance line. It's been broken here to the upside. So that is some good news here, and this could get a continuation. It's also the highest volume here for about a week. So this in combination with the social buzz going on social media and Twitter, that should be positive here going forward to tomorrow. I want to show you the 8-hour chart here for Wanchain. So here it is. And we are right now outside of the Bollinger Band a little bit. Perhaps we could fall back here to this support zone. That's around 1550. So keep an eye on that if we were to get a little short-term pullback here before we might take another attempt to the upside. But on the other hand, we could still continue here to the upside. But watch how this day will end here in about 6 hours. So if we will end with a candlestick like this, that would probably be pretty bullish here. So even better if we were to take out this peak we had here around 1630. Now let's look at ARK as well, because ARK made a new high today, at least for the short term here. So we went up to 1270, and we're pretty close here to my next target up at 1300, this area right here. We're up 4% right now, and we've taken out these highs from earlier this week and last week. So it would be really good if we could get a daily close as well above 1250. And we also have the highest volume here in about a week, so it does look pretty good here for ARK. So a continuation is likely. But finally, I want to end the day here with a look at Genesis Vision, because this could be some profit-taking time. We are forming this candlestick right now, so it does look a little bit overextended here. It's the third day in a row outside of the Bollinger Band. So will we form a shooting star today? Find out in about 5-6 hours. But on the other hand, this could continue to the next favorite level up at 28,600. So that is the daily crypto update, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if so, spread this in social media, and have a great day. Goodbye.